Broadcasting across the nation from the East Coast to the West, keeping you up to date on technology while enjoying a little whiskey on the side, with leading-edge topics, along with special guests, to navigate technology in a segmented, stylized radio program. The information that will make you go, Pull up a seat, raise a glass with our hosts as we spend the next hour talking about technology for the common person. Welcome to TechTime Radio with Nathan Mumm.
Welcome to Tech Time with Nathan Mumm, the show that makes you go, Technology news of the week, the show for the everyday person talking about technology, broadcasting across the nation with insightful segments on subjects weeks ahead of the mainstream media. We welcome our radio audience of 35 million listeners to an hour of insightful technology news. I'm Nathan Mumm, your host and technologist with over 30 years of technology expertise. Our co-host here, Mike Gorday, is in studio. He is the award-winning author, and he's a human behavior expert. Now, of course, today we're live streaming during our show on 5 of the most popular platforms, including YouTube, Twitch.tv, X, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And we encourage you to visit us online at techtimeradio.com and become a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/techtimeradio. Now, we're all friends from different backgrounds, but we bring the best technology show possible every week for family, friends, and fans to enjoy. We're glad to have Odie, our producer, at the control panel today. Welcome, everyone. Let's start today's show.
Now on today's show.
All right, today on Tech Time with Nathan Mumm, we dove into the heartwarm stories that blend technology and emotion. First, we meet brave little Hunter, the orphaned orca calf. Researchers are using AI technology to reunite her with her family pod by analyzing fin markings. Next up, we have weddings get a futuristic twist with Party Robot, an 8-foot-tall dance partner that keeps the energy high on the dance floor for your weddings. But what else is going on? Hollywood agencies are now creating digital clones of top-named actors, allowing them to be in 2 places at once. And the Paris 2024 Olympics are partnering with athletes to wear their parents allow them to wear their heart monitors, giving viewers a real-time glimpse into their emotional roller coaster. So essentially, I guess you get to wear a heart monitor as a parent, and you see your kid win, and then you get excited, and your heart rate goes up, and then if your kid loses, your heartbeat stops pounding. I mean this could be a little recipe for disaster here.
I don't know about that. I think it's kind of inane because when you're actually competing in something, your heart rate's going to go up anyway. It's not going to relay any anxiety or anything.
Okay. Well, they're all excited
Except
about
maybe
it. They made a big press announcement, so we're covering it then. And of course, now we're going to be celebrating the iconic Star Wars Day, a date etched in hearts and fans across the universe.
That mark.
May I ask you, may the 4th be with you. This was a clever pun, essentially for May the Force be with you. Jedi Masters utter these words throughout the saga, and on today, we're going to actually go back and see how it actually was created. Do you know that the UK is essentially the originator of the famous holiday?
Okay.
I didn't know that. In addition, we have our standard features, including Mike's mesmerizing moment, our technology fail of the week if possible, Nathan Negative, of course, our pick of the day whiskey tasting, to see if our selected whiskey pick gets 0, 1, or 2 thumbs up at the end of the show. And you brought this in yourself here, so that's going to be interesting. I don't know, Gregoire over here, if he's going to give it a thumbs up or not, but we're going to take a look at that. Now, though, let's start our show with the latest headlines in the world of technology.
Here are our top technology stories of the week.
All right, story number 1. NBC will use heart monitors to show reactions of parents of Olympic athletes live on the air. Let's go to Corinne Westland for more on this story.
Putting technology into the 2024 Paris Olympics, NBC is planning to use 5 heart rate monitors to show the reactions of parents of certain athletes during events. For example, viewers would see the heart rate of the parent of a swimmer or runner as they watch their child compete on screen along with the actual event. The Olympics will not be the first time NBC Sports has tried out a heart rate display, having used it at the U.S. Track and Field Outdoor Championships last July. Is this a good idea? I can think of all kinds of interesting data that could come from this. Back to you guys in the studio.
Well, he doesn't know anything.
Well, so the addition to heart monitors.
Oh, this is heart monitors that the parents are going.
The parents are wearing.
Okay, I was.
So you're thinking it's the athlete. No,
I was thinking
the
parents were watching the heart monitors of the athlete.
No, so they're going to have on the parents in the stands of these people, and they're going to be watching then how they do with their kids performing. What do you think of that? Does that bring any interest to you?
No.
Well, you know what? Let's do something different. How about if we had rapper Snoop Dogg that will also be featured in the primetime broadcast, along with NFL quarterback Peyton Manning and singer Kelly Clarkson, all co-hosts opening the ceremonies of the NBC broadcast. Mike Tirico.
Are they going to talk about the heart monitors?
Well,
Are they
I
going
don't
to be reporting on the heart monitors?
Mike Tirico and the Tonight Show host Jimmy Fallon will also be a part of this. So they are trying to get anybody to watch the Olympics.
I'm sorry, but I think this is patently stupid.
You don't think so? Would you, Snoop Dogg? What's Snoop Dogg going to do?
Well, I don't really have any problem with Snoop Dogg, but this whole heart monitor thing is I don't really see as. But maybe I'm wrong. Well, maybe people will be enjoying to watch somebody get anxiety when they're watching their kid do stuff. I don't know.
I don't know.
They want to live vicariously through a heart monitor, I guess.
So I guess so what happens if like you put the heart monitor on like a dad and he's watching something and he's like just totally bored of it and he's going to fall asleep and he has no excitement at all? That would be the worst. That'd be like dad of the year,
kind
right?
of fun. That would be kind of fun to watch. Like and he's watching the game on his phone or
something like that. So all of a sudden he's kind of like dozing off, and all of a sudden his son or daughter's participating.
Yeah, but you could go to church every day and see that happening.
Okay, that's okay. All right. Well, you know what? Let's move on to story number 2, Mike.
Okay. Well, I don't know how to follow that one. Scientists are hoping that AI technology can reunite an orphaned orca calf with her family.
Okay.
At the end of March, a pregnant orca and her 2.5-year-old calf entered a lagoon off Little Espinosa Inlet in British Columbia, Canada. The mother left the calf alone there while she went hunting, but it appears that she tragically became stranded and died nearby.
Oh, that's sad.
The calf was named something by the members of the First Nation, one of the First Nation tribes in Canada. I can't pronounce either of those names, so I'm not going to try. But the name translates loosely into Brave Little Hunter, and the calf quickly became the focus of much concern. A variety of different ideas were tried, from a giant net to singing songs, but Brave Little Hunter managed to evade all attempts to help her escape from the lagoon.
Okay, hang on here. It said nets and singing songs? So they're like singing songs to help her follow the music?
There's a spiritual component there with the Native Americans from that area and Wales. So
Okay, that makes sense.
For nearly a month, she swam back and forth, likely aware that her mother wasn't there to help, but unsure of the humans trying to assist her. Finally, though, at about 2:30 a.m. in the morning of April the 26th, she found her way to freedom all by herself. After most everyone had left to get some sleep, a small group that remained stood as witnesses to watch her swim under the bridge and down the inlet. The team later found her in Espinosa Inlet and followed her from a distance as she moved towards the Esperanza Inlet proper. This morning, they will encourage her out towards the open ocean, where it's hoped that she will find her pod.
Okay.
Although her chances of survival are pretty good, they are far better if she's able to reunite with her pod. A British Columbia-based research group called Bay Cytology is behind the idea, and they've offered access to their online AI-assisted photo database to local photographers and whale-watching tour operators in an attempt to locate Brave Little Hunter's pod. For over 50 years, this is why.
Okay.
For over 50 years, scientists have used fins and markings to identify and track individual whales, and many of them are in that database.
Okay.
So this is just a sort of an extension of that research methodology, and it started with film, and then it went digital, and now they're transitioning into deep learning, machine learning, or artificial intelligence models to conduct the work moving forward. The AI program is called FinWave. It is still in beta testing, but it has an accuracy rate over 90% when identifying images of whales. Hopes are high that Brave Little Hunter will find her pod on her own, but any help will be welcomed. In early April, Brave Little Hunter's pod was spotted off Ucluelet, BC, about 90 miles south of Zebulos. Hope is high that she can make it back through that pod and continue to live a long and healthy life. I guess this is sort of the same type of system that
The
helps
birds.
identify Mark's geese.
Yep. I think it's kind of the same deal. It's interesting that a lot of the data that's available have been collected for many years for scientific research programs, been kept in databases, and now having the AI language and the AI processes being able to go through that.
I think these are effective uses of technology because this type of thing can identify certain features quicker than a human can. So,
That makes sense. Yep.
But on the opposite side of that is that they are giving the pictures of the pod to human beings, and the human beings are actually having to look for the whales themselves.
So it's using technology in a good way, but not replacing humans' jobs by any means. You still have to have the human to help it.
They're not using the AI to scan the whales and identify
And then drive
them.
to them automatically.
Yeah, they're using the database to give people the
Information.
scanned images so that they can identify the whales. So it's a step in that direction.
So that means some great technology. Using useful technology, let's go to story number 3.
Well, gone are the days of photo booths and sparklers and fun party guests.
Okay.
How about a huge 8-foot humanoid robot at your wedding party?
Okay.
Yeah. So instead,
No.
what do you mean no? Why are you so against it?
What are you going to do with the robot? Okay, well, tell me about this robot.
I'll tell you why as soon as you finish talking about
Okay,
it.
so Party Robot
Yeah.
is a robot that you can have for hire at a wedding or any sort of fun event from anywhere from like $500 to about $1,200 an hour.
Okay.
And it'll keep the energy high with nonstop dancing. It'll make the reception feel like a Vegas nightclub or like a future that is not so dystopian. A world where robots and our overlords are hype men.
Okay.
Our wingmen.
See, maybe
Our
that's why. I
party
should-
people.
Okay. 24-hour party people.
Yeah. So, where is it?
Well, is this like Optimus
You know,
Prime, or is it
yeah.
comes out and
It looks like Optimus Prime
Okay.
in my eyes.
okay?
You know, it as an 8-foot.
So how does this
being
robot
instead.
work?
It's not a robot.
What?
Yeah,
See,
which breaks my heart.
That's exactly why
Oh, okay.
I
So
said that.
Okay, but it looks cool. We're not at. We're
It's someone
still,
dressed up in
know,
a suit.
That's not
okay.
crazy though.
Okay. So
Not crazy, but it's
so it's
not
like
a robot.
DJ guy dressed up as a robot,
Yeah,
and he
It's not
comes
a
on
robot.
it.
yeah.
And
He's on stilts, or they're on stilts,
Okay.
and they, their what do you call it? Their suit has a bunch of light up LEDs and with strobes and all that, and they're just part of the entertainment for a wedding or.
So they come out and they like sing and dance and
They dance.
It just boils down to hiring somebody to come to your wedding and do stuff.
So instead of hiring a singer, you can now hire a robot.
You can hire some guy that dresses up in like
A robot.
Optimus Prime.
Okay.
on-
Would you hire somebody like that for
No.
$500?
No, no.
Oh, I don't know. I think that would
There
be
are
kind of cool.
there are cooler guys that are dressed in similar outfits that do a
Okay,
lot more
listen,
stuff
listen,
than this
listen.
guy does.
Okay.
Listen.
All right.
What do you mean a lot more stuff? This is the hype man. Imagine a fog machine coming out of arms.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is there fog machines in these robots?
No, but I'm thinking ahead.
Okay. Odie's got the version 2.0
Yeah.
robot.
I can understand your awesomeness of but as soon as you can do it when you can take the guy out of the suit and the thing moves on its own,
Mhm.
that's really, you can't really call it a party robot. It's kind of like
So are you saying Chuck E. Cheese is all a facade?
Whoa.
what?
Whoa, hello. Chuck
Are
E.
you
Cheese
talking
is
about
real.
the animatronics?
No, not the animatronics.
Or the guy that's dressed
okay,
up
what
in the
about
mouse
Disney
suit?
World? Yeah,
Those are all
of that.
people dressed up
Mickey
in
Mouse?
mouse suits. It's
Mickey
the same
Mouse
thing.
is a facade.
Yeah, that's the same thing. You're gonna
So
hire
until they
you're gonna
can
hire
get a
somebody to
mouse.
dress up in a mouse suit to your wedding. You can hire
But you
somebody
don't
to
have
dress up
you
in
don't
a
need to
robot
tell
suit.
anyone, oh, it's a human in a suit.
Well, I'm sure they probably know that's a human in a suit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as he has to take a pee or something, they're gonna find out real quick. Oh, wait a minute, that's not a real robot.
$1,200 an hour.
Well, $500 to $1,200. I
Okay.
want to understand like the difference in the price ranges.
Do you get like additional special lights
Yeah.
to go on, or
Oh, does he
gets
just stand there?
And
for
then the other one, he
$500 an hour?
moves sideways, back and forth. The other one, he's like dancing up and down. This is kind of so. Have you ever been to Universal Studios?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so they have people dress up as Optimus Prime and Bumblebee.
That's fine,
And
but you understand that going in. This is
there's kids there that do not think that that's
of course,
a person.
It's all part of the illusion.
That's
Mike.
the illusion that the child
Do you not
comes
believe
away
in
with.
magic, in wonder, in
no.
the joy
Absolutely
of
not.
entertainment?
I'm too old to believe in that crap.
So you watch TV and you're like, this is all fake. This is all boring. How dare they?
No, I watch TV and enjoy what I'm watching, but I never get into the idea that, oh, that is so-and-so. I need to call him and tell him that the killer is coming to get him, which is, that's a delusional para-relationship that some people form with actors and their characters.
Okay, all right.
Well, I'd hire them.
Okay, that sounds like fun.
Would you hire them?
But you're young. I would expect.
I may,
that from you.
I may. So if it was an event,
I wouldn't expect that from him
$1,200
because
an
it's too much
hour?
money.
No, 500, 600?
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would for a couple hours.
Mhm.
Drop-
Maybe $1,200 for the whole day.
Yeah, you come there for 2 hours and you're dancing. By that time, I'm too tired and drunk to worry about anything
Yeah.
else. So, yeah.
Okay, whatever,
All right.
dude.
All right.
Whatever floats your boat.
Okay, let's do
Mark's fixing to talk. He's like,
New thing. It is sweeping the nation. So I understand you don't want to do it, Mike, but you are in the minority on this.
I can be in the minority, Mr. I don't like Star Wars.
Oh, wow. Okay, hang on. Story number 4. Hollywood agencies are creating digital clones of top-name actors. Let's go to David Larson for more on this story.
Speaking of AI fakes, Attack of the Clones may soon be a phrase that doesn't just refer to Star Wars. Episode 2, Creative Artists Agency, the talent organization that manages stars including Brad Pitt, Tom Hanks, and Reese Witherspoon, has been working on AI clones of its top-tier clients with approval from the actors. Last fall, the talent agency started testing a new initiative called CAA Vault with certain A-listers that allows them to make a digital double of themselves. That includes a 3D scan of their body and face, as well as capturing their voice to make an AI clone. I am sure this is something that will make the tech timers go,
All right, so here we go. Now, all of a sudden, you can have Tom Hanks in 2 movies at the same time filming so you can get double the booking because actors have signed up to give CAA Vault the ability to create digital twins. Now, the CEO, Brian Lord, told the Wall Street Journal that essentially this is the new high for actors. This comes after Hollywood and creatives came to an agreement last year outlining ways that films and production companies might use AI while addressing concerns that they might exploit actors and writers by taking their artificial property and replacing them with AI work. This, in turn, though, could allow for big-name stars and their AI-generated clones to feature in multiple projects at once, pushing out emerging actors as Hollywood becomes awash with synthetic performers. Now, the CIA isn't the only company experimenting with ways to prepare for their most valuable clients for AI in the future. James Earl Jones, the voice of Darth Vader, signed over digital rights to his Vader voice 2 years ago so it could be generated by AI for future Star Wars productions. DreamWorks co-founder Jeffrey Katzenberg has already noted that in February, Tyler Perry paused his plan for his $800 million expansion of the studio in Atlanta. He told The Hollywood Reporter that AI technology like OpenAI Sora, which we talked about, text-to-video model, may cause a rethinking of how production are made. Production might not have to travel to 2 locations since they can build digital sets with the AI technology itself. Now, are digital twins of famous actors a good or bad thing? Like anything, it kind of depends on the clones itself. But let me tell you, a bad written film with a great AI clone still will not make that movie any better. What do you think about that, Mike?
What? I don't know that I need to think about it at all. I think it's a bad idea, but
Tom Hanks and what about James Earl Jones?
I think they probably took the step that they took because basically somebody was going to do that illegally. Now they get to benefit from that. But I think it opens up a door to other problems, like it said in the article that it might push out. I didn't even consider that, but it might push out emerging actors.
Yeah.
And then when I go to a movie to watch an actor,
Yeah.
I'm expecting to see the actor. I'm not expecting to see a CGI clone of that actor,
Okay.
unless it's something like what they did in Rogue One, where
Princess Leia.
They put in Princess Leia, but you could tell that was still
AI.
and it was a good plot device because it connected movies together.
Okay. So what about James Earl Jones's voice?
I'm a little disappointed. I'm disappointed in Tom Hanks and James Earl Jones doing that. But I guess I can understand why they did it, because there's probably a lot of pressure to do so in order
They have
to,
a distinct. These are people with distinct voices, right?
Yeah,
So
but
Tom Hanks has a very distinct voice.
Yeah, but
Reese Witherspoon, very distinct.
anytime that you decrease the supply,
Yep.
or increase the supply of something, what happens? In basic economics, when you increase the supply, what happens?
Your prices go down.
Values plummet.
That's right. So
And that's what they're doing. They are
actors and actresses are going to make less and less money.
I think that in the future we're gonna see these top billed actors and actresses making less because they have CGI clones.
There you go. Okay. Well, that ends our top technology stories of the week.
She was doing
What was
something.
that?
Well,
What were you
I
gonna
was
say?
going to say I agree with Mike. I only agree with it in the sense of, where they did with, what's her name?
Princess Leia,
Princess Leia.
Carrie Fisher.
Carrie Fisher.
And Peter Cushing.
Yep.
And Harrison Ford last year with, what is that? The last Indiana Jones
The
movie.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, where they
where they made him
de-aged him,
young.
but they still paid him as an actor. They just de-aged
Yeah.
him for those scenes, and he actually participated in the scenes, and then they
Right.
de-aged him later.
Right, but I agree with that.
Okay. All right.
But anything new, just like putting in the actor in just to throw them in, I think is ridiculous.
Well,
Yeah, what happens when some enterprising person gets a hold of a likeness and says, "Well, I'm going to make Tom Hanks be the next Conan the Barbarian," and they make this really awful film.
and he pays money, and he gets some royalty into his family or his estate,
Yeah.
and they
Does he have any control
No,
over
no,
what they use
probably
that
not.
Also,
image for?
that's not acting anymore.
Yeah,
Nope, that's
that's right.
right.
You borderline animation.
But this is what I've been saying the whole time about AI. It is taking away from the creative outlets of people like writers.
Okay.
It's going right now. It may not be the best writer, but as it gets better and better and better, it's going to replace some of that. So BuzzFeed already replaced some of its writers with AI. So it's already showing that it is taking value away from these things. I think this is going to do.
Okay, well, speaking about AI-generated voices, we have a TechTime special coming up next.
Oh, no.
Essentially, we're going to have AI voices that all of you in studio here are going to decide on if it's a real voice or if it's an AI voice, piggybacking on our main story that we just ended here. So all of you that are listening at home, you're going to want to join us in this game also. We're going to see if you can distinguish what is an AI voice and what is a true voice. We'll see you after this commercial break.
This is Mark.
And Greg.
For Copiers Northwest.
With a terrific offer.
Called Printer Care Plus.
It's simple. Buy HP printer cartridges from Copiers Northwest and we'll service your current printers for free.
That sounds too good to be true.
It's made possible due to our HP Copiers Northwest relationship.
Copiers Northwest is an HP Platinum partner.
One of only 2 in the entire Northwest.
And now with Printer Care Plus,
Copiers Northwest will provide free printer service.
As long as they purchase genuine HP cartridges from Copiers Northwest.
That's right. IT departments no longer have to service printers.
Or fix paper jams with Printer Care Plus.
They can focus on more strategic initiatives.
And let our experienced technicians keep their HP printers up and running.
Sounds like a love-love relationship for IT departments.
Don't get too carried away. So how do they get more details on Printer Care Plus?
Call Copiers Northwest today, 206-282-1200, or visit copiersnw.com.
Copiers Northwest. New ideas, new solutions.
Welcome back to Tech Time with Nathan Mumm. Our weekly show covers the technology subjects without a political agenda. We verify the facts and we do it with a sense of humor in less than 60 minutes. And of course, with a little whiskey on the side. Today, Mark Gregoire, our whiskey connoisseur, is in the studio. So, Mark, what have you chosen for us today?
That's my introduction. Where's my 8-foot giant robot?
It's not a robot. It's a guy in a suit.
That's a robot.
All right.
All right, we are drinking
The
today
Asimo 500.
Cooper's Craft Barrel Reserve 100 proof.
Okay.
Now, from Cooper Craft's website, they say Cooper's Craft Barrel Reserve is born from a one-of-a-kind, chiseled and charred American white oak barrel. This expression is a bold and complex Kentucky bourbon bottled at 100 proof. It brings to the palate caramel and cotton candy coated fresh apple, pear and citrus fruit atop of vanilla wafers dusted with a sharp cinnamon. Whew.
Sharp cinnamon.
I don't know who sits around coming up with these flavors, but I can definitely taste the cinnamon.
I can taste the cinnamon.
They do say on the finish it has an assertive cinnamon spice and it softens to a lingering apple and a clean oak note.
Yeah, it's a very pleasant It's a very pleasant finish.
I guess that's apple. Is that what I'm? There's
Yeah,
a little bit of apple there.
I think
taste
you
that on the
can. I
palate.
think you can say that.
Yeah.
Now, this is from Brown-Forman Corporation, which is distilled in Kentucky. It's a straight bourbon, so it's at least 4 years old. As we mentioned, 100 proof. It is 75% corn, 15% rye, 10 malted barley, and it goes for $30.
Oh. $30.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
Oh.
Who got that for you?
Well, I assume
friend?
you did. I got it at your party.
Oh, is that the? Oh, no,
It was
no,
a gift exchange.
It was a gift exchange.
That was
That's
So
right.
we had a $35 limit, so $30 plus tax hit right at that $35.
Ah.
Yeah.
That
So
was
was
good.
it Mark? Was it you?
I brought
Okay.
that.
Okay, that's
Okay,
pretty good.
that's
was,
good.
That little marble game was a little aggressive. You like that game?
It was funny.
It was funny, wasn't it?
Yeah. Especially the
It was good. It was fun.
especially the fight over the helmet.
There
You know
go.
you know what else is fun, Nathan?
What's that?
To like and subscribe your show. So
Okay.
in addition, please leave us a comment. Let us know about whiskeys that you would like to see on the show.
All right. You know what? I think everybody was just waiting for whiskey because our numbers and our viewers just wait for you to be on the show, and then they all start showing up and arriving. So
I think they just love our chemistry.
Is that
wink,
what it is?
wink.
Yeah, there's more than chemistry there. All right, I was just joking. All right, well,
Maybe-
with our first
I don't know.
whiskey
Never mind.
tasting completed, let's move on to our special featured segment. Today, we have 7 voices that we're going to share with our staff. Some of these are real voices, and the others are AI generated. We're looking for facts, just the facts. Follow us and see if you can pick out what is AI and what is real voices.
Yeah,
Let's
I'm gonna
start this
make
segment.
I'm going to make some predictions.
Just the facts, man.
All right,
I'm going to make some predictions about this.
What are you gonna do?
before we start? First,
What's your prediction first?
well, the
off?
first is I think we're probably not going to do that well at it because we're only getting one input, and that's hearing.
Okay.
We don't have the benefit of seeing any facial expressions or anything behind it. And
Okay.
secondly, I'm going to predict that Odie might be better at this than we are.
Okay. All right.
Wait, why me?
Because women typically have a more acute hearing.
Yeah.
Not because I'm cool.
No, it's not
Young
because
and
you're
hip.
not because
All right, here we go.
I
Let's
think
start.
you got younger ears than us.
Let's start.
That
Okay,
too.
here.
Your
So you're
ears
gonna
are
play the
younger.
voice, and Odie, we may have to play it twice for these old ears here.
Yes,
so we'll play
please.
voice number 1.
A floppy disk or floppy diskette, casually referred to as a floppy or a diskette, is a type of disk storage composed of a thin and flexible disk of a magnetic storage medium in a square or nearly square plastic enclosure lined with a fabric that removes dust particles from the spinning disk.
Okay, so
That's
these are a
AI.
bunch of. So all right. So Mike says AI. Odie, what do you say?
I say real.
You say real and
I'll go AI.
AI. The answer is that was an AI generated voice. Let's listen one more time. This is AI generated
I
voice.
want to know about floppy disk.
There you go.
A floppy disk or floppy diskette, casually referred to as a floppy or a diskette, is a type of disk storage composed of a thin and flexible disk of a magnetic storage medium in a square or nearly square plastic enclosure lined with a fabric that removes dust particles from the spinning disk.
All right. So Odie was the one that got it wrong. So there. Okay. Right. The predictions. She's going to get them right. So maybe
I didn't say she was going to get them right. I
Right.
said she has an advantage over us. Men are typically more visually oriented, whereas women are more auditorially oriented. So they can pick up inflections better than men do.
All right. Let's go.
Generally speaking.
Let's go to voice number 2.
NASA's James Webb Space Telescope has hardly opened its eyes, and the universe is new, more mysterious, more beautiful than humanity's dreams. the largest telescope ever flown launched into deep space on Christmas Day 2021.
All right. AI or real?
That's all right. I'm going to say AI. I'm on the fence, but I'm going to go to AI.
All right. Odie?
You know, I'm just going to go with real. These are stumping me.
Okay, these are real. Okay,
Yeah.
are you going to go real?
I'm going real. If that's AI, that's a well-done AI.
All right, so that is real. That's from 60 Minutes. Let's replay that again. 60 Minutes.
No,
NASA's James Webb Space Telescope has hardly opened its eyes, and the universe is new.
You got it.
More mysterious, more beautiful than humanity's dreams. The largest telescope ever flown launched into deep space on Christmas Day 2021.
All right. Okay. So
yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
right.
I
1-1.
I was on the
Odie's
fence
1-1.
that.
Oh, Mark's 2-0.
Can we stop the game now?
No. All right. Here we go. Voice number.
No, we can't stop until he wins.
Voice number 3. I'm just got the voices. Voice
With over
number 3.
590 hotels and resorts across the globe, Marriott Hotels celebrates the curiosity that propels us to travel. Book your next journey at Marriott Hotels.
AI.
Okay.
AI.
I'll go AI.
That is incorrect. That is a real live voice.
Then they're saying Marriott wrong.
Well, that's just the way the person. That's just the way the person's doing it. I can't help it. That's the way he pronounced it. Okay. Wow, I stumped everybody on that one. All right, let's go to the next voice.
First of all these horses look healthy and happy.
Real.
There's nothing wrong with taking your horse through a drive-through. They obviously just wanted to have some fun with their horses. I think that's great.
Real.
Yeah, that's
Real?
real.
Real?
Real.
Okay, that is correct. That is a real voice. All right, let's go to our next voice. Is this voice number 5 then? Voice number 5.
The lion is a large cat of the genus Panthera, native to Africa and India. It has a muscular, broad-chested body, a short, rounded head, round ears, and a hairy tuft at the end of its tail.
AI.
AI.
All three of you guys said
That's
AI?
AI.
That's AI? That is correct. That one was AI. All right, let's go to the next one.
Elizabeth II was Queen of the United Kingdom and other Commonwealth realms from the 6th of February 1952 until her death in 2022. She was Queen Regnant of 32 sovereign states over the course of her lifetime and remained the monarch of 15 realms by the time of her death.
Real.
Odie?
I don't know.
Charter with the accent, isn't it, Odie?
No, not that. I'm just trying, I'm listening to the breath control.
Okay.
And I'm trying to decipher, okay, are they for a news segment? And are they using AI when they really shouldn't be using AI?
These are either real voices of people,
okay,
or they're AI generated without any changes to the AI, nothing like that.
I'm going
These
to
are
say
just
AI.
Oh, okay. You say AI.
Mm-hmm.
It's real.
It's real? Odie's the only one correct. It is AI.
They did a good job on that one. It's hard with the accent for me.
Okay.
That's fine. Okay.
That's that. I mean, I'm looking for natural pauses and breath sounds.
Yeah, that's just just a cut and paste.
That had breath sounds in it.
Yeah.
And that other guy that was real did not.
I can't help it if I get somebody that is not taking a pause.
I'm just saying that I'm this is why this is difficult, because we're only getting
one aspect
of the.
It's just showing you what is available now. This is all done on 11s.io. This is a website that we do. I've used it occasionally for different stuff. This last one is going to be very interesting. I'm curious on what you guys think with this. So here we go. Let's do voice number 7.
In February, U.S. company LanzaJet, which produces sustainable aviation fuel, SAF, from ethanol, announced that it intended to build a second, larger plant on U.S. soil. The Inflation Reduction Act, IRA, was a big influence, says Jimmy Smarties, its chief executive. The second plant would add to its facility in Silverton, Georgia, the world's first commercial-scale ethanol to SAF plant.
Real or AI, Mike?
My initial urge was to say real, but as I listened to it, I was starting to change it over to AI.
So which one are you going to choose?
I'll just go with real.
You go with real. Okay.
I feel like it's purposely been told to mess up.
That's why.
No, okay. So let me just tell you, cut and paste was just put in there. So,
right, but if
so there's nothing been told to mess up on anything.
Okay, so what you're saying is that these are real recordings that are filtered through an AI system to change the voice?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
No, these are voice areas that are in there that you just cut and paste, and the AI generates these.
Right, but the AI
take the words.
Yep.
Like the script, and you put it into the AI.
And the AI decides how they spit it out.
Okay, all right.
You say you said that was AI? Is that what you said?
My initial one was that it's real, but as I listened to it, it started to change over to AI because of some of the inflective choices.
All right,
but I don't know.
All right, see, okay, you don't know.
I'm saying AI.
You're saying AI?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had the same thing as Mike. It sounded real, and then it just sounded too fake as it went on. So I'm going to go AI.
It is AI. So that's a cut and paste, and the AI has the advancement in that to have the person stutter.
Yep.
Have the person almost mispronounce stuff. Have them take deep breaths, so that we're getting to the realm where the AI will just randomly create. Now, if I did the same exact cut and paste, and I did that for this last voice that we just did this, and it came out with 5 different variations of the one. I chose the one with the kind of the stumbling and everything. Some of them was very clear, but didn't change anything. Don't make any difference. It's a cut and paste, and the computer decides how it wants to pronounce those words.
Yeah. Is that concerning to you?
No.
Is it concerning to you?
I mean, that sounded pretty close. I mean, so you guys are struggling through. Was there one or two you pretty much knew was AI, right?
Yes.
Or
real.
Or real. Well, 1 or 2 of them you knew was real. And then the rest are kind of just borderline, right? You're kind of taking what's the background noise? What are they talking about?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the horse lady.
There's about 4 that were pretty obvious, and then 4 that we had to think on.
Okay.
And of those 4, I got 2 right and 2 wrong.
Okay. All right. So that is what our AI is available right now today to do.
Yeah. Are you going to answer the question?
What's that?
Do you find that concerning?
It is getting... Yeah, I mean, I do now, because it is getting to the point where if all of a sudden you're cutting and pasting stuff in there and it's coming up with inflections and it's coming up with mispronounced words a little bit and stumbling. I mean, the stumbling on that last, if you listen to that last one, that is amazing. How it stumbled
It is,
through.
but you can still hear it. You can still hear it.
You can
still hear the
But give it 3 years.
And you have to be paying attention, though. But you can see there's a lot of great benefits with it, and it can be abused tremendously. All of a sudden, it's going to be your father's voice calling you, asking you to please send him money.
This is already happening.
Yeah.
We've reported on this many times about people using these AI clones to call up people and have them transfer money and give them passwords and stuff.
Yep. All right, well, that ends our segment, AI or Not AI. Up next, we have This Week in Technology. So now would be a great time to enjoy a little whiskey on the side, as we'll be doing so during the break. You're listening to TechTime Radio with Nathan Mumm. See you in a few minutes.
Join the fun and grab tickets to GeekFest West, the 3-day Geek Festival extravaganza of fun and entertainment that will take place on the 3rd weekend in July. Learn more at geekfest.com. GeekFest will feature diverse activities, including a film festival, vendor hall, street fair, outdoor music festival, cosmic cosplay, and video game tournaments. Join us at GeekFest West, the ultimate celebration of geek culture. To learn more, visit geekfest.com. That is geekfest.com.
And now, let's look back at this week in technology.
All right, we go back to May 4th, 1979. It's at the official/unofficial start of May 4th, the Star Wars holiday. Essentially on May 4th, 1979, Britain's new Prime Minister, Margaret Thatcher, assumed office, and a clever newspaper writer declared in a full-page ad, "May the 4th be with you." It started as a grassroots phenomenon and now has transcended the English language pun that inspired it. Around the world, May the 4th be with you is always known as the Star Wars Day of holidays. Now, Randy Tom, who today is the director of the sound and design studio at Skywalker Sound, was working on the Return of the Jedi production unit in Northern California as they shot in the Redwood Forest, dubbing for the Moon of Endor. May 4th, 1982 happened to be a working day, and Tom recalled thinking of the pun on his own and contemplating the date. He shared it with others on the set, and soon everybody was going around saying, "May the 4th be with you." Since 2013, the Walt Disney Company has officially observed this holiday with several Star Wars events and festivals at Disneyland, Walt Disney World, and across the nations. Disney had purchased Lucasfilm's rights in 2012 and immediately embraced May the 4th be with you.
Has it already been that long?
It's already been that long, 2013.
Man, I can't keep up with
There
this.
you go. That was This Week in Technology. If you ever wanted to watch some TechTime history with over 200 weekly broadcasts spanning 4+ years, videos, podcasts, and blog information, you can visit us at techtimeradio.com to watch our older shows. We're going to take a commercial break. When we return, we have our Mark Mumble Whiskey Review. See you after the break.
Hello, my name is Arthur, and my life's work is connecting people with coffee. Story Coffee is a small batch specialty coffee company that uses technology to connect people to each product resource, which allows farmers to unlock their economic freedom. Try our Medium Roast Founder Series coffee, which is an exotic bourbon variety that is smooth, fresh, and elegant at storycoffee.com. That's STORI coffee.com. Today you can get your first bag free when you subscribe at storycoffee.com with code TechTime. That's STORI coffee.com.
The segment we've been waiting all week for. Mark's Whiskey Mumble.
Oh, this day is so exciting because it's not May the 4th today. Today is April 30th, gentlemen.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Let's celebrate today.
Okay. Well, our show goes until May.
What's today?
Okay. What is today?
Okay,
Four days before the May of the 4th?
Yeah.
Yes.
Today is a day I know Nathan is going to be happy about.
Okay, I don't know. Today was a really tough day to find stuff. In our production meeting last night, we were trying to find stuff for this day, and we couldn't find anything.
Why are you trying to pre-guess everything?
I don't know. I have no clue today.
It used to be he would just wait for Mark to come up. Now then he's like, oh, I need to beat Mark at this game. Now I have to figure out.
I don't know.
Today
would be okay. Today would be something about inspirational leadership and
Mark, I have two clips. One
Okay.
of them is a bunch of sound bites, and then the other one is a dedicated song.
Okay.
Shall we have them guess it and see if they can, or is that too obvious?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
I love that game, Odie.
Ages 3 and up. It's on my box. Ages 3 and up. I'm not supposed to be
Story Day.
Princess Drool.
No.
Look, I'm Picasso.
I don't get it.
You uncultured swine. What are you looking at, you hockey puck? You all take stupid pills this morning.
National Potato
You're not
Head
turning me
Day.
into an
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, that's Mr. Potato Head.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that was Mr. Potato Head.
You didn't know that.
I hate that ride at Disneyland and
Slinky
Disney
Dog
World.
Dash?
No, the
Toy Story
shooting
Mania?
gallery. The shooting gallery. I go on that with my wife. I lose every darn time.
Oh, Toy
I've tried to
Story Mania.
cheat. I cannot get the little rings when you throw them on the aliens and they shoot up and everything. I can never hit the aliens. I just horrible. Okay, I do like Mr. Potato Head, though.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sure you have some classic Mr. Potato Head stuff.
I just ordered some on eBay. As a matter of
Somebody
fact,
threw
a
him
couple months ago.
Somebody threw potatoes at his head once.
Bong. Hey, this day has been celebrated since April 30th, 1952, when Mr. Potato Head was the first toy to appear on television targeting children specifically.
Oh.
Featuring a plastic body potato, it has a variety of other plastic parts that can be attached, like the cap, nose, mouth, eyes, ears, and even feet. The list of accessories has now grown to even include such items as a car and a boat trailer.
Oh, remember when he used to have the little smoking cigar that he had to
Yeah,
put
the
a
mustache.
little mustache with the smoking cigar on there? Remember that?
Yes, I do. That
know.
was back when smoking was cool.
I thought it was a pipe.
It was
a
I think it was
pipe.
pipe. It was a pipe.
All right, well, let's
Pipes
talk about.
are still cool.
Let's move on to our whiskey, gentlemen. That is why I am here.
Hey.
So Cooper's Craft was created to honor the Brown-Forman barrel makers. Now, since 1945, they have remained the only major distiller to own a new barrel cooperage. Now, side note, the local craft distillery Woodinville also has their own cooperage. Now, like Mr. Potato Head, by having your own cooperage, this allows them to completely control the bourbon making process from start to finish. Now, Coopering is a highly skilled tradecraft passed from one generation of master coopers to the next. Because the barrel contributes over 50% of the bourbon's flavor and 100% of its color. Making quality barrels, which the coopers call raising, is essential to crafting quality bourbon. So, today's Cooper's Craft Barrel Reserve 100 proof is
kind of liking it now.
Is a robust and flavorful bourbon whiskey. Now, with its 100 proof, I believe it delivers a bold and intense experience for whiskey enthusiasts, Stephen. If you want good quality, inexpensive bourbon, this fits right in there with like Old Forester 100, Old Granddad 114, or Early Times. One can either sip it or use it in a cocktail. They're all around that $30 price point.
You didn't mention Jim Beam.
Wow, he's like, wow, okay.
Look at that face.
Yeah. So you have a Cooper's. The real thing is, do you have a Cooper's on your shelf?
I don't. But I bought this one. And then one of the good friends of mine, Chris, who you know.
I know Chris.
We drink. He has a bottle, so I haven't bought one for my shelf yet.
It's actually pretty good.
But definitely,
Mike, this is pretty good. They should go through
I like
this.
it. I like it.
This will be done.
Yeah. I'm going to give it a thumbs down just because I like it, though.
Don't do that. Well,
okay.
Mark, thanks for that mumble.
You're welcome.
Like whiskey and
Here we
technology. Think of the pairing of Luke Skywalker, Han Solo. Now let's prepare for the technology fail of the week by Elite Executive Services technology experts to help you out of a technology fail.
We are out of time. Congratulations. You're a failure.
Oh. I failed, did I?
Yes.
Did I?
Yes.
Did I?
Yes.
All right, well, this technology fail comes to us from Razer, R-A-Z-E-R, the computer game accessory world leader. I have a Razer mouse. I've got a Razer keyboard, but Razer made $1 million.
I think we talked about this, didn't we?
Yeah, we talked about this when it came out at CES 2 years ago.
Yep.
They made $1 million CNN mask with RGB, and the FTC is not pleased. So they made $1 million on this mask. Now, the Razers alleged misled customers by saying that its cyberpunk-style face mask was N95 grade during the COVID time area, and Razer is now going to have to fork over $1.1 million in refunds to customers who purchased the RGB-clad Zephyr face mask, according to the proposed settlement announced by the Federal Trade Commission on Monday. The company claimed the face mask used N95 grade filters, but the FTC alleges Razer never submitted them for testing and only stopped the false advertising after receiving negative press coverage and consumers' outrage at the deceptive claims. Razer first releases Zephyr mask back in 2021 as a nifty cyberpunk-esque alternative to the traditional face masks worn in the COVID-19 pandemic. Although Razer initially marketed the $100 mask as having an N5 grade filters, it scrubbed any mention of the grade after the YouTuber Nomi Wu tore down the mask and found that it wasn't N95 certified at all. N95 masks are supposed to filter out at least 95% of air carbon particles, according to the Center of Disease Control and Prevention. Essentially, this is going to cost Razer in civil penalties over $100,000, and it says that most people will receive their full money back.
Did you buy one?
I did not, actually.
Oh, that's the first.
I did not. You know, now they also talked about when they originally came out with this, they were going to have voice altering version of this. So you could talk in like Darth Vader, you could talk in all these different deals. They never got around to doing that. I guess that was probably after they went for the certification for the N95 part.
Well, they didn't go for certification.
Correct, they didn't.
They just said, hey, this is N95 compliant. Here, wear this instead of, and people bought it.
Yes. So I actually watched the video. Essentially, the filter was made in China.
Okay.
Doesn't that make you feel comfortable that the N95 protection?
Most of our things are made in China, so, you know.
All right. Well, now, though, let's move on to our Mike's mesmerizing moment. This is Mike's mesmerizing moment, presented by Story Coffee. Visit storycoffee.com. All right, Mike, technology companies say that they're going to do one thing, and oftentimes that does not happen. Happens with Kickstarter events. It happens with new releases of technology, software updates for video games, games that are going to have these features available and not. But why is the consumer most of the time just okay with the false promises that these companies do?
I don't know, because you really hit a chord with this, because I I have a big beef with advertising. So
Okay.
I don't think most people are okay with these things, because when you expect to get something, you want to get what you have been
told was
coming down. You know,
Yeah.
It's so it's a bait and switch. But we are so inundated with all these things happening all the time that we can't fight that battle every time.
Okay.
And with the advent of, I don't know if you've dealt with tech companies,
Yeah.
but they have a very not unique anymore way of avoiding any responsibility.
Okay.
Right?
By doing those disclaimers when you load
No,
stuff?
they don't do disclaimers. They just never answer your support tickets. They
That's
don't.
right.
They
That's
don't. They don't answer the phones. They don't answer any chats, or they give very
vague information.
They probably use ChatGPT to answer your questions because they know they're not giving what they promised, but they do it anyway because they're chasing the dollar. So, and I don't really think that we are okay. It's just too much energy for us to continually fight that battle over and over and over again. So you get people like this YouTuber who tore down the mask. She did a lot more damage to the company than all the people that were saying, hey, what's going on with this, and trying to go through the official network. So this is one of the reasons why social media can be a good thing.
Okay.
Because it can create issues that need to be addressed by, like, the Federal Trade Commission.
Yeah. They came down pretty hard on that. I mean, that's kind of a big deal, though. You say you're going to have
this is a huge this
filter
was a
in a
huge
mask,
deal.
but this happens a lot more. I think we could probably do shows every week and not do a technology show just on software companies. Forget all companies.
Well,
software companies promising something, or hardware companies in technology promising something, never delivering. And yet that was what they built their whole marketing campaigns on, of what they would have.
Yeah, but if you just wash it out, look at the advertising, look at marketing in general. Marketing is all about not the facts.
Yeah.
Marketing is pretty much a scam. They're trying to find a way to take advantage of your psychology in order for you to buy their product. It has nothing to do with how good the product is. It has nothing to do with how effective or whatever. So with these kind of things, they're relying on the cool factor. Oh, we're going to grab this market that's in the cyberpunk, and then they can walk around outside looking like some character from a cyberpunk game or whatever it is.
Yep. All right. Well, you know what? Let's go. You know what? We're going to skip to Nathan Nuggets. This is about a 4-minute segment, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. Hopefully we get to it next week. We're going to be talking about portable AI devices that aren't ready for prime time.
Every portable
there's
AI
like
device?
4 or 5 in here that I want to talk about that all come on out. And so I'm going to talk about that next week. It's not necessarily time sensitive, but it's going to be a very interesting story, and you're probably not going to like what I'm going to tell you at the very end of that. So let's leave it on a much more positive note. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Are you going to be a negative Nancy?
Well, we're going to talk about some stuff on some devices.
You're going to be Mike?
I don't know if I'm going to be quite Mike or anything to that extent, but there may be some.
I'll take the positive one.
Okay, you can take you had some positive ones this week.
I won't be the curmudgeon that talks about how bad everything is.
Okay, well, let's now move to our pick of the day.
And now our pick of the day for our whiskey tastings. Let's see what bubbles to the top.
All right. Today we are drinking Mike's bottle of bourbon that I brought to Nathan's Christmas party.
That is correct.
Which is Cooper's Craft Barrel Reserve 100 proof. It's from Brown-Forman Corporation, Kentucky straight bourbon. It's at least 4 years old, 100 proof, and it's about $30 before taxes.
Okay, and this was a hot item at the Get to Change. People were taking the whiskey.
This was not the hottest item.
It wasn't the hottest item, but
this was one of the top items.
It was
It was one of the hotter items
I had to trade and steal
fit
this
the
one several
rules
times.
of what people were supposed to
somebody
bring.
brought like a $75 thing. My uncle did, and that was a little bit.
I think it was a little bit more than that.
Yeah, it was pretty expensive.
What a butthead.
I know.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Is it a thumbs up for you?
I'm going to give it a thumbs absolutely up. I actually liked it. I did not like it at first, but then it had a little bit of a bitter taste to it.
It had a very big spicy
burst
burst
at the
apple,
very
that
beginning. Cinnamon is really predominant, and that apple is also very good.
Yep. I'd give it a thumbs up.
All right.
Which I should, because
would you give it a thumbs up, Mike?
I give it a thumbs up. Especially for $30, yeah. Put it on your bar, cocktail, or sip it.
Oh, that's the way I like it. All
now
right.
I have to figure out how to get it home without it spilling. So
Oh, well,
thanks for that.
Well, you just put it in your trunk.
Yep.
That's what Mark does all the time.
Well, that's how you do it.
Hey, Mike and Mark, we're about out of time. We want to thank our listeners for joining the program. Listeners, we want to hear from you. Visit us at techtimeradio.com. Click on the Be a Caller and ask a question of technology in our TalkBack recording system. You can always stay connected with us by going online at techtimeradio.com. From all of us at TechTime Radio, remember, the science of tomorrow starts with the technology of today. See you next week.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us on TechTime Radio. We hope that you had a chance to have that moment today in technology. The fun doesn't stop there. We recommend that you go to techtimeradio.com and join our fan list for the most important aspect of staying connected and winning some really great monthly prizes. We also have a few other ways to stay connected, including subscribing to our podcast on any podcast service, from Apple to Google and everything in between. We're also on YouTube, so check us out on youtube.com/techtimeradio, all one word. We hope you enjoyed the show as much as we did making it for you. From all of us at TechTime Radio, remember, Mumm's the word. Have a safe and fantastic week.